Good morning. Today is August the 31st, 2024, 10 o'clock a.m. I'm addressing this video to the head director of the Chicago Federal Bureau of Investigation, Mr. Christopher Wray, regarding Robert West Wheeler Jr. And the topic is about strategy threats and rebuking me out of money that belonged to me. Now, President Biden put more than $1 billion for me in Cash App. My Cash App was hacked and the money was stolen last year. Now, and during that time, they said something about the Rothschilds purchase America. So Mr. Robert West sent a spirit into my apartment. I didn't want him sending his spirit into my apartment and giving me instructions on what to do with my money and where to get off and when to go and be with the Lord. I don't want him fraternizing with me about my business. You do your job, or I really don't want you on the job. You know, he come across like some kind of a desperate potential chemical dependent. Well, go be with the Lord. You let the Rothschilds, since the government owe you money, let the Rothschilds pay you your money because you're not getting anything from us. I don't want him talking to me like that. You know, he don't know me. He talk to you like he know you personally, like you his child or something. You know, we need somebody to stop stealing our money and somebody to help prevent that, not scheme off the top, not strategically threaten us, you know, as to where to go and what we're not going to get. Okay, so yesterday would be August the 30th. I believe it was nobody other than Mr. Robert who called me, but he identified himself name as Robert with a different last name. But spiritually, I do have a spiritual gift. He was about to yell at me and say, "I'm not your friend," but God rebuked his voice. So I'm saying that's for your safety. Because whatever trespass you make against me or plot to take my life and keep the money or whatever, God got you, you know. But anyway, put that in parentheses. Don't talk to me any old kind of way, Mr. West. Don't tell me where to get off at. And don't instruct me as to what money belongs to me and what don't. That's not your job. Your job is to catch the thief and punish the thief and restore what was taken. And if you can't do that, I'm we the people. I'm the taxpayer. You own our job. I don't want you on the job. Or anybody like you skimming off the top. For your very job title, you have no business taking anything without permission. Now, the issue with the soup is not the issue. The issue here is you telling me what to get off at. You don't talk to me like that, you know? But anyway, did you tell your boss, you sent your spirit to tell me that your boss said you could have the soup? I believe, yes, a deal is a deal. I don't care nothing about that. But my concern is if you don't think nothing of me, you know, to do right by me, then you're not worthy of anything, you know. So did you tell him that it was 3 cans of soup together? Some 20 years ago, Chicago feds with Progresso took 2 cans without permission. Only 1 can was asked for, and I said yes. So, but I didn't mind all that. I'm upset with being strategically threatened, you know, and my family by you. You're not gonna skim off the top. You're not gonna scare us. You know, I want somebody to monitor everything Mr. Wheeler do, and everybody that's close to him working in that federal rural office. Because when he called me, that was you on the phone yesterday, Mr. West. Someone wiped out all family names in my contact list. Okay, and I count it as a strategy threat. You know, because of your conduct, your unruly conduct, your snappy conduct. I never met him, Mr. Ray, last year, but he started saying things to me like, "Well, I'm going to come to your house and stay with you," this Mr. West. I'm like, I don't even know you. You don't know if I got a companion or not. You know, he imposed himself into your life, you know, and he talked to you like, are you going to do things my way or we got some for you kind of strategy threat. You know, I got some for you kind of strategy threat. But anyway, you should not have him in charge of anybody, Mr. Ray. We don't want anybody out here. We already hurt. We already stolen from. We're already disrespected by our government. We're already walked over. You know, we don't need anybody that we need to help us join in the crowd that's going to walk over us. And that's what your Chicago vets do. Yeah, it's always good to be friends, but do right by your friends. No, you don't have to bring me any money in Cash App. The problem with Cash App is that not just the phone number that they said I didn't have. Even if I give them the phone number, that that I don't have. I had trouble registering a card. My card was booted out. The same way I call your Chicago Federal Bureau Department, try to make a appointment with you, you got some kind of a message that if I type in wrong information too many times, you're going to be booted out the system. Well, that's the same way my Cash App is booted. Cash App card is booted out every time I try to install it. And that's you all, you Federal Bureau officers behind it. So if I can't get it installed, it look like I don't care about it. I repeatedly called to get an appointment with you, a 1-800 number. I don't know, you probably already booted me out. Look, I'm not playing your scheme off the top games, your strategy threat against my life and the lives of my family member games. You know, because I just got to believe God for us. You know, we don't want you in our lives stealing money for your wives, your kids, whatever your personal needs are. If you didn't work for it, you ain't got no business with it. Now, I gave you the last can of soup. I don't care about sharing, but don't disrespect me like I'm your punk, like you're entitled, like somebody owe you something, like you can talk to me any old kind of way because you can't. You know, my flesh ain't no match for your handguns. You know, but anyway, I see spiritually. When you wiped out my contact list with my family on it, you know, that's to further threaten me and tell me where to get off at. No, it's not going to work like that for you. You know, but I'm not going to tell you anything. But I tell you one thing. The same way God rebuked your voice, you know, people are vanishing off the face of this earth. Yeah, He will do that for me. And you are reappearing at hell. Your voice was rebuked before you could yell at me and say, I'm not your friend. You're an evil-hearted man, a dishonest man, together with anybody that's close to you. All right? The same way your voice was rebuked from yelling at me on the phone, your voice is rebuked in hell. It's taken away from you in hell. And that's where you're headed, when you go around threatening His people. Okay? And as far as your salvation is concerned, that could be rebuked too. Yeah, because you're just mere men on the face of the earth. You're not my equal. So it's better off for you to be friends and do the right thing. Yeah. If you don't want to bring it over here to me, it still is your job to find out why my card is not registering. It's not registering because you most likely booted out because you're not an honest Federal Bureau officer. You're not honest. So get your act together, because the God that I serve is able to rebuke you. Yeah. And once you land in those hells, take that walk down Paul's ramp. Ain't nobody gonna let you out. It's not a threat. I'm just letting you know. You know, he's Jesus on the spot. Yeah, you don't go around threatening God's people, skimming off the top, walking over somebody, taking somebody's family phone list of contact names. Yeah. Because your reaping's gonna be greater than your sowing. You don't scare me. But don't you ever tell me where to get off at on what is awesome on earth. I don't care about your unbelief. Yeah. Every last person that take me for granted, think they can send a spirit over here, harm me, threaten me, and whatever. God answer that. And when they find out that He gonna tell you to ask me, can you be saved? It's a no. It's a no for me. You're going straight to hell. For everybody you ever threatened. For every dollar you ever stole. Yeah. Your boss is not to be Mr. Wray. He's not to be rebuked. You sound like a nice man. But Mr. Wray, I think Miss West probably done told you 10% of the story. Yeah. You should consider giving those Federal Bureau officers drug tests. Yeah. Because hey, I would love to be friends. I don't care nothing about sharing. I don't care nothing about looking out for you. But when you don't care about me, that's the issue. When you're not worthy to be respected and cared for, that's the issue. I don't want you on the job. All right? All right.